we'll have to probably. Hello, did somebody log in?
It said it says they did, but I don't see them.
Okay. So anyway,
Oh, here they are. Here they are, Sandy.
A little bit. Do you want to maybe?
well, Patty, I'll talk to you about this later.
Yeah, it'll be fine. See ya. Be careful.
Maybe. Or if you don't want to go that way. I just people to just out in here, whatever.
No, I'm gonna put everybody on mute since I'm in my car. I'm not gonna be able to flip back and forth.
Can you guys hear me though? We are Zooming instead of Facebook Living. Chantel tagged everybody, or tagged you to tag your team. So once.
Actually, it's my team, my not local team.
Gotcha. So if we set this here.
No, look at you guys. Just FYI, upstairs there's no toilet paper in there.
Oh.
Sorry.
I had a drip there, and then there's.
I had a drip dry.
Oh.
She's like me when
Welcome, Sarah.
it's a good invite, you know.
That's your initiation.
You know what? Maybe I keep so much toilet paper in every bathroom. Yeah, I know. Like I look over and like I find it back and
put it on the actual tape.
I'm always the one it's always mom. Oh yeah, toilet paper, and nobody's gonna bring me.
No, I think you're fine. We'll get started and we can move that as needed. I just don't have to use my thing.
They like unravel it. Yeah. I heard somebody here has a daughter named Cora. My daughter's name.
Well, it's so
actually
I knew
her.
that's you.
I knew Cora also. I never heard that name. I never heard it until we had her, and then I heard like 5. Yeah, I heard quite a few myself. Yeah.
Amber on our team. I didn't know you. I said, what's her daughter's name?
Mm-hmm.
Small world.
There was one more, yes. I think Tracy said. I think she's coming.
There was like 13, wasn't there?
2 I knew were long distance people.
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll get started in just a minute, you guys. Can they hear us? Yeah, maybe. Patty, can you hear us? It looks like you're muted.
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. So give me 1 more minute, then we're going to move the computer. That way, hopefully, you guys can see. So.
Okay.
So go ahead and share what's been going well this week so far. Oh, she's muted. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I unmuted you. I had an open house, and I used that opportunity to make live videos on the new products, showing them the ins and outs of the new products, and got some responses on it, and working on some orders. That's my excitement.
Awesome. Perfect. And what about you, Sandy? Can you come on and share something exciting about your week?
She's on mute and driving. She says she's not going to be able to.
She's talking.
The most exciting part is you did it. Yeah. I just did my first one.
Okay. We good? Okay. And did everybody get in the drawing?
I don't
think so. Okay, let's do that real quick.
Jimmy's like, I clearly want to use your real phone.
I did, like, you know, I'm sitting here. Tomato soup. Well, it's high protein tomato soup. It's all like, I have 2 soups I can have, and I have like 5 shakes I can drink. So, yeah, 3 more days of this go round.
What program is it called?
I'm having a gastric sleeve done, so I'm having like 80% of my stomach hurt.
Nice.
Yeah, until he's done and he can't eat anything.
Right.
Angela, can you
Right.
do the drawing
Right.
section from it? I'm not gonna do that.
Is everybody in? I need to go in.
Welcome.
Oh, yes, and the little
Okay.
thing.
Hi,
In
I
here.
lost you guys for a minute because I'm driving along the river and the hills are all around me. So I'll probably be cutting in and out. But I'm going to try to put you on mute so you don't hear my car when I hit potholes or critters.
Of course, Sandy.
We love you, Sandy. Sandy had a meeting right before this, and she was talking about a fundraiser to help Patty. So we were texting in the car. Carefully. Okay, we have a winner of Tammy.
Tammy, awesome.
Okay.
So-
a lot of announcements. I think we can all put it on the table. Go ahead and sit down. I may have to run out to the car and just see if I left my phone out there.
You need me to call you?
It doesn't have any sound on it anymore. There's chairs in the dining room. Yeah, we can bring one. You like one or two short?
I do, absolutely. I don't mind coming. And I'm a free zone, so hey.
That's just.
Ryland's found a new use for the popcorn maker.
What is it?
It's a hat.
Carly says to turn it upside down and make it a dog bowl.
Oh, collapsible dog bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen it. Just balance it on your head.
I'll just go ahead.
We just put it right here.
Will that not work?
Set aside item right in the middle. We can just kind of turn it as people are trying hard to stuff.
I didn't push a button.
Okay. I think it's okay. Me neither. Okay. So the announcements and fun updates.
I'm here.
Hi.
Who's here?
Should we set it on that side maybe? Oh, because she can't tell.
And Angela, you may have to leave. Okay, we'll see if this works with Zoom or not. Okay, so we just wanted to start off and recognize our whole organization. This is really our first official meeting of the year with our normal meeting format because we had our back to business meeting and then we had our launch and we had wrestling night, but this is the very first meeting. So we always try to start off with recognition for the whole organization and then at the end we'll do recognition for individuals. As an organization, so that's all our directors and all their team, we sold $43,333 last month. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yeah. We also had 78 shows, which was Congratulations. And then, Angela, do you have your organization?
Yes, I do.
Share what
We had, as an organization, 16 shows with 10 people active and 7,130. Sorry, that was the Sweeney team. Our whole organization was 12,326.
Awesome.
And we
we're up
added,
to 1 o'clock in the morning doing that.
and we had for the whole Sweeney and Merck organization had 3 recruits.
And Tammy, are you looking yours up?
Yeah, I have.
Do you have it or do you want to let me do it first?
No.
I can show you where to find it. That's fine. Yeah, you'll get it. Yeah.
So for the Fearless Spies, we had 4 shows.
Total sales of $1,708.78.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Any team members?
All right, so the Marucci team had, our total, we did our non sales for 1,000. There were 2 teams submitted, but we did have 1 new team member. Sarah who's sitting next.
And then we had $5,605.54 in sales.
Awesome.
And that was 11 shows
Nice.
and 2 reviews.
And Jamie. Was that your most?
It was, I think so, because I had 4 cooking shows and 6 total.
And that was over $3,000.
$3,700.
Awesome. So good month. Okay. Any questions, you guys? So we wanted to do a couple announcements before we jump into the bulk of the training. One was on conference. So just to kind of put it out there, I know we have it put out there on our team page at least once a month right now, but conference will be in August. Christy already has a couple rooms blocked off. Jimmy, you booked a room already too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we would love for us to double how many we had last year. So we don't do it through the portal.
How many rooms we got? I have 3 right now. Might need.
We're hoping. Yeah, who here's
Where are
planning
you
on
guys
going?
staying?
Are you going?
Oh, I'm going.
About it.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
in charge of that.
Yeah.
Where are you
I'm
staying?
excited. At the Hyatt?
Okay.
Hey,
Right across from
Across
the,
from the conference center?
Yes.
Outside,
yes,
like the side.
You guys got a room there?
I got 3 rooms on hold.
Well, that's interesting because when I called,
You have to remember
Oh.
Pampered Chef blocks all the rooms, so they're.
I didn't go through Pampered Chef.
no, I didn't either.
No, housing.
Like,
yeah, that's
I
why.
asked and they said that they were all booked up for that weekend.
I went online.
Well, I'll be.
You can always keep looking because I think
Yeah.
we found last year that the rooms would open up. and
Yeah,
then
Because
close.
I think like the 3 days before we left or something, I ended up booking like an additional 2 rooms.
Yeah.
Rock's coming.
Okay.
So we'll just stay
That's
where we
why I
are
just
then.
didn't
And I'll
know,
just
'cause I know you
Uber
guys
in and
find
out.
it
So,
hard.
Are you,
Sounds like a plan.
are you Hilton honored?
yes.
Okay, I was like,
So if you're joining us online, we would love to have you join us in Chicago for conference as well. So who here has been and can just give like a 1-second idea? Who wants to share something? Go for it, Heidi.
It changes the way you see the company. You get like the big picture. It's not just this little group of people. It's thousands everywhere. It's crazy.
Who else wants to share one thing about why they think you should go to conference?
I think you should go just because I think it gives you an idea of why recruiting is so important, not just for you, but for the people you recruit. Because you're changing. It gives you a different perspective on it, I think.
Okay.
Nobody said the products, just saying. Not only getting the free products, but also the fact knowing why they were developed the way they were. I think that makes it way easier to sell them when you understand the technology that's behind creating them.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And I will say our food director promotes last year promoted about 90 days after conference too. So it's always promote and don't miss conference. And I did throw it. I don't know if you guys feel like we're good today or not, but it might be a good idea. Okay. And then the trips. So we just wanted to make sure we did a quick thing about the trip too. There is still time to really focus on Pampered Chef this year. It's only March 5th. And if you're behind on your goal, then now would be a really good month to start to catch up, because the further you let it go, the harder it is going to be catch up, but there's still plenty of time to earn a trip this year. So who is working towards Arizona?
I'm working towards Hawaii.
Oh,
I want to
Arizona.
go somewhere.
You're going to go on a free trip. You
I
don't
wanna
care
go
where it's to. And then who's working specifically towards Hawaii?
That would be my goal.
Awesome. So any tips, Angela, maybe throw out a tip for earning the trip, because you did 1 year where it was the last minute and 1 year where it was a little bit easier, which I have done as well. So you're not alone.
Well, I would definitely say, definitely work on your sales and recruiting consistently all throughout the year. And definitely adding teammates and helping them get qualified. Not just adding them, but also helping them get qualified really ups your ante.
And I think if you're behind, that's going to be your easiest way to catch up too, because you get 3,000 points for every team member that qualifies. Which if your show average is about $500, that's going to replace 6 shows that you need to do for the same number of points. So definitely the easiest way to catch up. Once you earn a trip, you'll never want to miss one. It's not just the actual destination, it's the way Pampered Chef treats the consultants. It's all the free gifts. It's as you get to know people in the company, you'll make friends and be able to get to see your friends. I know Angela made a good friend on her first trip that she stayed in touch with for the last year.
We talk weekly now.
Yeah, it's more than just a destination. It's a lot more than that. So if you're working on a trip, definitely, or if you need individual help, then see whoever your director is and we can work with you to break down the points. Okay, any other announcements? Well, let's talk, I think, with that plug for why conference is good for building your team, and then why for the trip points, to catch up with the trip points. We have our brand new, I'm going to bring it around here.
Yeah.
Share the Love board, which we bring this to every meeting. It also sits in my office. And I have a picture now to post on the team page, so let's see if they can. Yeah. So our goal last year was to add 100 new team members, and we added, I forgot to look it up, but it was somewhere like 94, 95, like we came very, very close last year. And this year, our goal is to double that, because we've almost doubled our team size, so we should be able to double our growth rate as well. So that's 200, there should be 200 hearts. Tyler did this, he counted them, I did not. He also said he improved it over last year by actually writing Share the Love and putting our goal number on it, because I don't think that was on it last year. And then the gauge for us to keep track as well. So what we do every meeting is new consultants add their name to the board, and then if they can't be here with us, their leader adds the name to the board, and that way we can see how close we are towards our goal. So I'm gonna let Angela, do you have your people ready? Do you need
And
a marker?
whoops, yes.
I may have one.
The
Because you're
and we have January and February. Just wait. Okay. So we're gonna start with January. So Kate's gonna have to stand up.
We gotta get out of this bench.
I know. So Kate gets to add her very first name on there, Amanda Berry. Right, then I'll go in the middle just to mess with
I was gonna say that's what I'm probably gonna do, just to mess with Kate.
Okay.
We love you.
Welcome to Amanda. Hopefully,
And
she watched this.
we have quite a few others. We'll add.
I'm gonna prop this up. What? Sorry, did I poke you?
We have.
I know, right?
Kara is in
That's right,
Texas,
exactly.
and
Hello?
added Lindsay, who's in North Carolina.
Welcome, Lindsay. Thanks for joining our team.
And then we have Nancy DeWard is added Michelle Van Leslie. I know, and spell.
I think it's more fun to say.
And then we had me personally who added Kara McGee. Her name's short, so I can put her on the. And then
I'm not sure. If we can find Donna, I might have hereditary.
we had Stephanie, who I hope she watches this replay, added 2 people in February. So we got Meg, we got and Yolanda, your list.
Maybe we need to do first names and last names. That might be easier.
These are January. And then on Amber's team,
You don't know.
I know we added,
Why don't we just have you write them?
okay,
We'll
that's
just
fine.
welcome them. Okay, awesome. And then Tammy, do you have yours ready?
Yeah.
Do you want March
What did we
2
do?
or just January?
If you want to just get all the way caught up, I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah.
There's all these
So,
volume
We
controls.
had
This
Amber
house too high tech for me.
Steele on my team, added Christina Ingram and Leslie Balmer.
Awesome. So I just want, if Amber gets to watch this, give her congratulations. I know her whole team leader gave text last week or this week. So congratulations on growing your team, Amber, and great job, and you are on your way.
Her goal for last month was adding 2 more, so.
Yes, and I know her goal this year is director.
Yeah.
No, I think somebody else.
Okay.
No,
Somebody-
I can hide.
Sometimes
And
it. Just be the
March,
cheerleader.
my newest team member, Eric Morton,
Eric should be on here, right? Because he
needs to be on here also. I added him in February, and he's already recruited his first team member in less than 30 days. It's super cool.
awesome.
So,
Congratulations. So welcome, Eric and Sue. And normally this well, we don't hear a lot of names, but we're doing 2 months, so next time it'll be
and he is on one of the fast track too.
awesome. And who here knows what 200 divided by 12 is? Or can give us that ballpark?
I don't do
Well,
that.
200 divided by
It's 16.6.
There we go. So that's our goal, is 17 new team members in our organization a month to hit our goal, which we're not quite there, but typically you kind of pick up speed as the months go on. Heidi, do you want to go next just because the
Yep.
word's right there?
Sarah, you can put your name on
Oh, you put
one of
my
the
name
stars. You
Yeah.
can use the black if you're doing a light one. And black.
She's got it very together. So what we're doing here is Heidi has her own team and Misty has her own team. So we are using the stars for their growth. So do you want to tell everybody what your team's goal for this year is?
Well, I think our goal just changed, both mine and Misty's, because the stars come in a pack of 40. So we each have to recruit 20 in order to fill all our stars or buy more stars.
Say what
So
packet each.
that's mine was 14, but I think we can do it.
You can do it.
So I need to add
Stretch
2
goal's always
more.
good. Okay, so welcome, Sarah. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming.
Yep, thank you for being
Your name
here.
is officially on the board
Yeah.
now.
And then I have Jillian Moskwa.
That's fine to say too.
And Alyssa Gallagher.
I'll have to tell you, last year when we set that 100 goal, that was almost double what we had done in the past. So that was a stretch goal. And when I saw the board at the beginning of the year, I was kind of like, gosh, are we going to do it? And we came super close. So I would love to beat or exceed our goal this year. So adding people to your team will definitely help with that. And then Misty just added, how many of you added so far this year? One, yeah, because you said one's December, one's January.
January was Andrea Sandville
Awesome.
from Orlando, Florida.
And that's the other thing. So we're trying this Zoom for the first time. We'll ask them if they were able to follow along at least better than the Facebook Live, because that could get kind of bouncy and hard to hear. And that way we can start to expand, because we have added several team members in Georgia and throughout the country. So that way those people can participate if you have ever. Yeah. Good. I would love to see that.
Yeah, so I have Amanda Lakes added her first team member, which is
So look how
Terry
organized you are.
Morelli. Me?
Starting on the left and moving. Terry.
Let's also decide that they can reach you.
Yeah.
Too.
Correct.
I'm sorry, I'm so fat. No, I'm just kidding.
Stop it.
I was gonna say, why did you even say
So
that?
who knows what
Because I
the
think it's funny.
promotion for new consultants is?
What'd you say?
Who knows what new consultants can take advantage of when they join
Half price kit.
Okay, so did anyone here start with the half price kit rebate?
Me.
Awesome. And so
I
what do
did,
you
and I got
want
it.
to tell people
Good for
about
you,
how
Jen.
they should use that perk to talk to maybe people who have thought about it and never joined?
I don't know. In all honesty, like, because
Congratulations, you guys.
for me,
I get to add 2 as well.
I did not realize that I had actually earned it until I actually
remember
got
that.
the reward.
So the check came in the
Yeah,
mail.
literally,
I remember that
like,
now.
until it was deposited
you
in my check.
qualified though, because I know we work pretty closely.
Exactly, but see, the thing is, like my kickoff party, which was my only party for that month, I didn't know how well it was going to do, but my kickoff party ended up being like almost $1,500, and I would just say, just go for it. Like, you don't sell yourself short. And I didn't know, with that being the only party I got in April, that month or that year, well, last year. Oh my gosh, I've been here almost a year. Whoa!
Yes.
Time flies when you're having fun. But I would just say go for it. Like, let them know that it's easier to obtain. I did it with one party. So if they're willing to, bust it out and do a couple parties within that month of their qualifying, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to get it themselves. I would just say, tell them to go for it.
Which is what I told you, and then you
It
joined.
is. And that's exactly, that was the conversation we had the
yes,
night that I
it
did the
was.
look and learn.
Yes.
So
here is where we're at so far. Let's
It's
give
so
the whole
organized.
organization. Yes.
Not
And I was able to add Erica Berry and Emily Empower. Erica already qualified as well in under 30 days.
Oh,
So
wow.
she had a great she's a virtual online consultant, and her launch party was in her second show as well. So congratulations and welcome to all the new people. We're gonna put this up and keep going. So we don't run out of Okay.
What in the world? Wowzers.
And then each director on our team, so that is Angela and Tammy and Amber, has goals for their team, but then we also have a goal for our organization. And I went through and updated this today, so it was nice and fresh. So this is our organizational goal. This is something we've been working on for just over under a year. And last year we added 2 new directors to promote to the next title as an organization as senior director of team. That's what we're working on. And we actually just need 1 more director to do that. So let's move this. I think that's a little hard. So we've got Angela, Tammy, 1 more director, which we have a couple that are working towards it. And that will promote us to senior team, because we also need 1 down here, but we already have Amber. And then our big goal for the year is executive team. So that's something we've been working on, and that is 6. So that's what these different frames recommend or represent. So we need 6 here and then 2 down here. So when Tammy promotes somebody, or if our new director promotes somebody, that would count for that second downline. Okay. Any
What if I
questions
promote
about this?
another director?
Then that'll work towards your team goals, which
Yeah.
you. do you
Oh,
wanna
but
share
it
what those
wouldn't
are?
help for executive team?
It always does, because we need cushions. Because if we just end up with the 6 and 2 and one person doesn't hit the
Right.
requirements 1 month, then we're not
Mhm.
that team. So we always want a cushion. This is just the bare minimums, but leaders don't work towards minimums. So our goal is to have 6 and then 8 and then 10 and even move on to the next title. So yeah. So what is your?
Our Sweeney team goal is definitely to be a senior director team. And I would love for that to happen by conference. So,
And so when you promote your next director, you'll be 1 more towards that.
Correct.
But you'll need the 3 and then the 1.
yes.
So good. Okay. So what is director? So we like to remind people about that. If you're brand new in your first 90 days, you can still fast track, which gives you an extra $2,000 in cash you can earn. And then just directorship in general. Has all these different perks and rewards. So to promote to director, you need 5 people on your team. Okay? And then you just need 5,000 in team sales. So that's everybody's collectively, including yours. So like Amber or Tammy did a lot of her team sales single-handedly this month. And then some months you're going to have your team doing the majority of the sales and you'll do less. So the minimum as a director is to be at 750 personally and 5,000 in team sales. And that gives you 3% overrides. You also get 30 Pampered Chef dollars for each qualified recruit. You get a $10 activity bonus for each person who's active on your team. So if you have 5 team members active, you get $50. If you have 10, you get 100. You also get exclusive rewards. You get a professional development allotment that you can use for training each year. You also get a career title recognition pin, which
Necklace.
they've changed. Necklace, yes. And then you get Pampered Chef dollars when you first promote as well. So who here wants to share something they use their Pampered Chef dollars on?
I actually just got catalogs with mine recently and then ordered some supply items, but I do have a few things on my wish list, and one is the new veggie spiralizer. So, but I'm waiting to find out how much conference costs first, because that's really on my wish list.
And you can use Pampered Chef dollars usually.
They haven't announced anything yet, so I'm not willing to say one way or the other.
Yes.
In the past, we always have been able to. Yeah. And in the past, it's been $200, and last year was the first year they did the reduced amount for the first time attending. But they have not announced anything, so I can't guarantee we're doing that this year. I think this is one of the most fun perks. So when you promote to director, even if it's partway into a season, you get that entire season's director box. So as directors, we actually get to earn all the the new products before it comes out, based on your sales. And when you promote to director, they ship that whole box to you automatically that first time. You don't have to wait for the next season to roll around. And then from there on out, you get this spring and fall, the new products during the launches as a director, as long as you hit that sales requirement. So how does that feel when you get all those boxes of free stuff? You know you're always getting the new stuff as it
Mine
comes.
was relatively close.
Yeah, you
I
had
got
like
the
December.
fall, Amber and I got the fall and winter, and then we got the spring and summer like right back to back. So the hardest part of that is, though, when you get the new stuff, is keeping it secret until everybody else knows what's going on.
Yes.
But it's, I mean, even my kids love it. Like they get Pampered Chef boxes and they're ready to open them like right now.
Yeah, awesome.
I gotta say, having that quick sickle maker earlier saved our lives when Carly had strep throat, because we were able to use that before anybody else even knew it existed.
Yep. And then New Director Academy has changed an online training course that you, or it's not really a course, but a series that you get to take part. That's just for new directors. And then the fast track program is the extra cash. So we like to run through each part, because sometimes people really want to promote for the extra money. Sometimes people really want to promote because they know they can get the free products, and that's their motivation. Sometimes it's building that team and knowing that they're just achieving the next level with their business. So different things are meaningful to different people. So we just want to kind of recap what the different perks and benefits are, which having an impact on, hundreds of people's lives is one of those, priceless type things that's really hard to put in words. Yeah, we're gonna try to get that off again. Okay, any questions about that, you guys?
I would say also there's opportunities for further leadership programs as you promote to director, and different, like with the lead program, and last year I did the Elevate Your Success or whatever. You get resources and training that no one else gets access to, and that's pretty cool for yourself and for your business. So
Okay, so our goal for the bulk of this meeting is to talk about our meetings this year, at least for the first half of the year, are going to be focused on the show experience. So we broke down the show experience just in the different parts at the last meeting, and this month we want to focus on something, because it's brand new product. So what product are you guys most excited about?
Multi-pot.
Multi-pot. Tracy, what are you most excited about? Quick sickle. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Sarah, I know you don't even have books yet, do you?
I do.
Do you? Okay.
I got Saturday.
Awesome. So do you know which are the new products and which aren't? Or?
No. I
Okay.
haven't really.
So what product out of the whole catalog are you most excited about? That's fine. Yeah.
I guess I'm excited about the. I got the brownie pan. You know, it's all the corners.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I love brownie corners.
Okay, that's a good favorite.
Make some brownies and have them.
Awesome. Katie, what about you?
I was really skeptical about the stainless nonstick, and like, we use it all the time. All the time. We used it tonight. Made the chicken and asparagus. It's very good. Try it.
Awesome. Okay. And I was going to say that. So I really like the 8-inch skillet. Like that size came in my kit back when we had professional cookware. So that was 2 lines ago. And then I've had my executive one for a long time, for the 10 years that I guess we had the cookware. And now I went ahead and got the 8-inch of the new stuff. So I've used that almost every day too. What about you? New product.
The new 12-inch executive nonstick
Okay.
skillet. That's pretty awesome because when we did our workshop last month, it was pretty easy to use and amazing cleanup. So
Okay.
literally you just wipe it out and you're good. Did you?
We did. We made that.
Oh, that was delicious. Last time I had real food.
And you had that memory with us?
I do.
I'm feeling book club. That's why you come to us if you need.
That's right, you do, because that might be the last time you have dinner. I'm really just teasing y'all.
That's great. It was a good dinner.
It was a delicious dinner. Both dishes were really good.
Okay. What about you?
I do like the new cookware. I'm very excited about the nonstick, the dishwasher, and the metal in it. But I will have to agree with Heidi that I have never used stainless and have honestly steered away from it. But I have used it and actually made homemade chicken parmesan the other night. And my husband ate it for 2 days. And he never eats that, so
Nice.
good.
Okay. Okay. Very cool.
Oh, there you go.
And I'll tell you,
Yeah.
Storing is gonna be
Yeah.
so
I haven't really
much
opened all the
Yeah.
boxes yet.
yeah, that part is.
I
really awesome.
definitely am a huge advocate for the tools that my family uses the most, aka the
Yeah.
quick sickle maker. And it was really cool watching Carly teach Colin how to use that and him wanting to know. And then the other thing I'm really excited about is the 12-inch skillet, because Tim's chicken is no longer hard and chewy. Now he can sear it and it's still a little bit juicier on the inside.
Awesome. Okay. So we wanted to focus, since a big part of the product line is the cookware, on the cookware. So we have several things we're going to break down and talk about today. I did bring the new grill pan, so we want to talk about that, which is, did you get the biggest kit? Then that's the one that you have, which is awesome. We also just wanted to talk about how to talk about the cookware. So that's what Tammy's going to take care of. Angela's going to talk about using the double burner grill pan, because that has not changed to increase sales and booking. And then how to get a new grill pan is what Heidi's talking about. Did I miss anybody? Did I get it all? My notes are a little.
Mine are a little disheveled too.
Yes. So, okay. So, Tammy, do you want to go first, and then we'll just kind of work our way around? And
Yeah, so I have been, I've had the last line of cookware for years and years and years. And so mine's a little tattered and abused because my kids have used it, and therefore it's been in the dishwasher and it's had metal in it. So when they announced that it was going to be dishwasher safe and that you could use metal in it, I was all for it. And in fact, I almost got new cookware. But prior to that, I'm glad I didn't, because now we have new cookware. So kind of the analogy I use at shows when I'm talking about any of our bigger priced items is the cost versus how long it lasts. So if you go buy a new pair of tennis shoes and it's, $60, $70, they last you a year. But if you buy this new cookware and you get it for half off, you're spending $400 on that cookware for the rest of your life that you're going to use every single day. So not only having that, but then having the added benefit of the dishwasher safe, and now I can use metal and my kids aren't going to tear up my stuff. But it just cooks better. So, the ice cube trick where you can feel the heat all the way around the pan, and using that in your shows is a great way to sell it. So be sure that you're utilizing those tools and the tips that they have on the app itself. It'll tell you what all the great benefits are of that cookware. But it's well worth it for somebody who's even a little bit skeptical about cooking. You know, Angela's talking about her husband's chicken. It does make a difference. Like, I wouldn't cook chicken until I got the grill pan because my chicken was the same way. Like, it was either crucified or it wasn't done.
Yeah.
So when you have, you know, cookware that you can use, you're saving money because you're not eating out, because now we're not ordering pizza because our chicken looks like charcoal brick. But I do use that analogy when people get concerned about cost with cookware. It's definitely something that you're investing in. You're going to utilize it every day. So when they're skeptical about that price tag, the shoe thing is the biggest analogy to me, because people spend an enormous amount of money on shoes and you wear them out so quickly. But this cookware is going to be with you forever. I mean, I still have the cookware that I bought and I don't even know how long I've had it. So, you know,
I've
that's.
had a house in the last 6 months text me and said we actually I got it.
Well, and my
It's
husband.
amazing how different that can
My
be.
husband will tell you, and I mean, even before I sold Pampered Chef, he swore by it, because between Pinterest and being able to look up recipes and my Pampered Chef tools that enabled me to cook and be confident, we eat more at home, because it's not the same things. I'm not making just spaghetti and tacos and meatloaf, like the things that my mom made. Yeah. I still make those. But I'm not afraid to. Oh, well. I'm not afraid to experiment because I have cookware that I can actually cook with, and it cooks evenly, and it's not warped, and the handle's not coming off. And, you know, it does make a difference in how you cook. So.
Awesome. Any questions?
What's the ice cube?
Do we actually have the? Because we're.
I don't remember who said they were going to bring it, but I did not.
I almost threw mine in the cart. But if you put an ice cube in, Chantel does it in the small skillet. You put an ice cube in there and let it melt, you can actually feel the sides of the pan are cold and not just the bottom. So if you have a piece of chicken in there, yeah, the aluminum goes all through the pan, and that titanium keeps it. So your chicken will cook on the side of the pan too. It's not just the bottom that gets hot. That's why it works on any stove. So even my jacked up stove that was crooked, it would still heat the whole pan. So even though the stove's all jacked up, the pan's still good. So you're gonna get it heated evenly. So, you know, yeah, even for those untrusty stoves that you have, it works well.
Okay. Who's next?
Heidi?
Heidi, you want to go ahead and get next, and we'll just move it and then.
So I have an easy topic because I have to ask all of you first. So my topic is for those who earned cookware, who earned any cookware. Okay, so like the grill pan is really important to have, right? And it didn't come in the director kit, so I have to get my own grill pan. So how can we get the new grill pan? Like Sarah got it because it came in her kit. So
the easiest way is just to sign up and be a new consultant.
Just be a new consultant, you get a new one. But how else
you're not allowed
can
to
we
quit
get?
and then resign.
How else can we get a grill pan of our own?
So there's the 60% off of anything in April. So
Right.
you have your own party then.
Right, so April is 60% off anything in the catalog. May is
May is
6, if you can
60%.
wait that long, May is 60% off cookware.
Yep.
You can get product samples at 50% off as long as you're an active consultant. You can host a party of your own and use it as one of your 50% off items. If you have if you have a sister or a best friend who's hosting and not using all of their 50% off items, and you trust them, you can say, hey, can I use one of your 50? So there's lots of different ways that you can do it. And I recommend doing it. Like, I have an open catalog party for no other reason than to get the half price.
Or if you have Pampered Chef dollars.
Yes, if you have Pampered Chef dollars, thank you.
And you could get it at
I
half
have that
price.
written down. If I looked at my notes. Yep, you can still get it at half price and use
And
Pampered
pay
Chef
for it with
dollars.
Pampered Chef dollars. So
Yep.
if you don't have any Pampered Chef dollars, what are some ways you can get them? Who knows that?
Recruiting.
Qualifying recruits.
Yep.
What else?
If you're in your 90 days, sales.
Yep.
Sales and recruiting. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
There's one other.
Anyone who signed up in February, they can earn, when they qualify, they get 100.
They get
Pampered
double.
Chef.
So
But
they'll have
if they
200.
signed up in February, they should have got the new one. That's true. Eric got the new.
This is true. So
That
this
is
is true.
And you can
Yeah, if they got the
promote
big kit.
to director
Yes.
and get 200. That's a free new girl pant.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
And then you would have all the other products that came in the dresser kit too. So that would be your other way to, that's probably the best way to get the new.
I have
The
broken
cheapest.
envy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you say, Misty?
This music will not
It's
stay on.
possessed, right? It won't stay off.
For those of
Dawn's
you who are
doing
not
it just
with
to
us,
mess with
with us. There is music
There's
that
no
keeps coming on
buttons
and
on
off.
there. The thing is off. I turned it on and turned it off and it still came on again. So I think it's coming from, it sounds like it's coming from the TV. If you're
Yeah,
standing
because if
there.
it's
But there's
these
no
guys, it would
buttons
be
on the TV.
these things
But
over
there's
here
two in each
Are
room.
those speakers or there's like?
are speakers.
Those are in each room.
Oh, no, wait, those are
There
like.
should be controls for it.
Maybe upstairs.
That's what I was
Yeah.
wondering, because those are, that one's off.
So for those of you at home, we have mystery music that keeps turning on that we don't know
And
why.
it goes off
That's what we're talking
It's
about.
not very good music.
Well,
It's set up.
Elevator type music.
Yeah.
it's weird.
So, okay. I thought Tracy brought one of the new desserts, so I thought instead of jumping into the next, we'll let her tell us what she thought of the recipe, and then if you guys want to grab some before, and that way we can maybe, Tracy, I'll let you grab it and show it to everybody on the screen too.
You can take it off of me. There you go. Thank you.
At least I'm not the only one making fun of
There's
faces at everybody.
Kate.
Ah.
Look at that.
Okay,
love
so
it.
I made the banana upside down cake. Yeah, the one that's, and I made it in my old, or I have the 12-inch skillet glass one, so I made it in that. It was really quick and easy. My 11-year-old and I literally made it in less than like 8 minutes, like mixed it, got it all in the oven and cooking really quick because I ended up running late and stuff. So I was like, okay, help me get this in and then I'll wash all your pans for dinner. So, because she made dinner tonight. But it was really easy, you know, and I think it would be a really good one to show at shows because you can get it made pretty quickly. And then while you're doing either going through the catalog, it only took 22 minutes to cook. And I think that was even a little bit too much. I set it for the lowest time. And I think it still was a little bit too much. So it probably could have went for even 20. So, but yeah, you could do that and then just leave it bake while you're doing either a dinner recipe or while you're going through your catalog or talking about your host rewards and stuff.
Or playing a recruiting game.
Yes, or playing a recruiting game.
Similar to, didn't they used to do the brownie in the 12-inch skillet?
There's lots of cakes that we've done in there. There was a pina colada cake, pineapple upside down cake that was really good.
Yeah.
And that's one I make for my father-in-law for his birthday every year. But I think this will be his new favorite because he.
It looks really, really, really good.
It smells delicious.
Sorry, Jimmy,
And
I'm gonna
I'm
have
so
to eat it.
upset right now.
I will be.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, my husband picked me
You
up
can
with the stuff
both
on
give
the
us
way
dirty
home.
looks
He did not
simultaneously.
get me gluten-free cake. So.
Oh. Well, I'll just have to eat your share.
That's right.
That
I mean,
still does not make it fun. Just so you know. I mean, I'm
Still
glad
saying I'm
you.
sorry because I'm gonna eat it. and I
Well,
know
no,
that.
I don't.
I can make this one.
I wanted
This
to make
is
it the
in the
other night, and
nonstick,
yeah.
Yeah, you make
They
it in
wouldn't
the
let you
12-inch
pizza. What
nonstick
did you?
family size.
I want
Well,
that.
You're gonna
I've
make
wanted
that and give it
forever,
to
that
Rock
big
and the boys.
skillet.
I
and lock
was,
yourself
yeah.
in the bathroom.
Again, yes.
Can't tell where the cooks are.
Okay, here you guys, here's dessert.
Oh, we should have taken a picture first.
There's still time.
I didn't mess it up too bad.
Well
One
done.
of the bananas collapsed. But
Oh no, I'm like the wrong person to be with anybody that's dieting because I everything.
I'm not dieting. It's a whole change of life.
At Dorothy's.
And
Like
it's gonna
if I-
be great for you.
Yeah, but if I was dieting, I could go off
I
of
was
this.
packing up my
I can
kids.
never go off of this. Like, this is the rest of my
No,
life.
it's
Like,
fine.
eventually I'll be able to have like a small piece of something like that,
Right.
but I won't,
that one doesn't-
I won't be able to like, right. So, and I won't be able to have like a a whole
Like
piece
have a
like that.
quarter
Like
of
literally,
it.
I could probably cut that
Could
piece
you
in
have
like
my dinner?
fours,
Yeah.
and then just
You
have a
like
tasting of it.
nachos?
Be like, oh, okay, that's fine. You know what I mean? So, which is fine. It's not. You know,
My
again,
friend
it's not the end of the
Jen,
world.
who had it years ago,
We didn't have.
I remember we went out to dinner
tortilla shells,
and
and I
he
made
ate
that
cornitas for dinner.
We're in the slow cooker all day, and I was like,
That was his dinner. He was full.
what am I
Yep.
gonna do?
Other thing is
He's
like,
like, ask his
I use
Sorry.
the toaster.
um,
Yeah.
So I can make a big one.
so the difference between
That
like what they
one's
did years ago and now
Not
is
mine
it's
because
really
it doesn't have
different.
banana on it.
Because the thing is like
tried to slice the bananas.
now the procedure that they
Here, here's
reckon
just
more
One
recommend.
little
I need
I
to
just
test.
called
It's
the-
quality
Yes.
control.
But I would say
Gastric
definitely
sleeve
put more
opposed to the
bananas in than the
bypass.
recipe calls. The
Just
recipe
because you're
only
not
calls for
so
5
many
bananas.
vitamins for the rest of your life, and your body still
I think it was last season.
is able to
with
break
the
down
soup,
the actual nutrients
yeah,
of
like
the food and things like that, so you don't have
chowder
to
soup with the biscuits.
Yeah.
worry.
Somebody
so
said to
much.
like cut the biscuits in little tiny quarters so that everybody just got more like dumpling size. I wonder with that. No, this was last season's the chowder soup.
Oh,
I
the
haven't tried
chicken.
this chowder. I am gonna, or the strawberry one. I am gonna try that because I saw a variation where you use cake mix. And no, and then you use it in the microwave, and I want to try that. Like,
Here, here's another piece of banana. I just took it off of another piece.
I love
But I wonder if
bananas.
you could just do like slices
It's
of
really good.
bananas. That wouldn't look
Did
like.
everybody get one that
this
one?
big.
Yeah, like,
But like, so, you
So
know,
that
like
there
the
would be
round
more-
circles so that it just, you know, but.
Well, that's my sister or my daughter was like, Mom, why don't you just slice those into little circles and then fill
I
it?
think it'd be easier to slice.
And
You can use the foot size for it.
That's what I was
yeah,
thinking.
you just don't get the effect of
Right,
sticking
it's
the
not gonna
banana.
be quite as pretty.
That's the, I think, so I made it first time like the recipe said, but I would probably do more of the rum and brown sugar sauce.
Mhm.
And I
Wait, the part you cook with or the part you drink with?
well, the sauce in the beginning, or the sauce that you pour in here after you caramelize the bananas is brown sugar, butter, and rum. And so I would almost add more of that just so that you have
I
more
might add,
liquid.
yeah.
It's kind of
Um,
like that banana sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah,
almost,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, that's what it is.
Almost like a flambe.
Might be a dish I like to make a lot.
Well, let's give
Thank you for bringing us this.
Thank you, thank you. This is awesome. If anybody's like bananas, I know.
Well, and what I will do though, I'll come back around, but it hasn't even been out yet.
I have girl pan envy because it's, oh my gosh.
Well,
Why don't you just
I-
promote to director?
My thing is, I don't know, like, and I'm not trying to talk bad about it or anything, but I have
I'm
the
like not
old,
trying to grab you.
the last production of the non-stick grill pan, and I've had it for about 9 years, and it's pretty much seen its life because we used it so much.
Right.
I've never used an abrasive pad on it, but like right in the center.
There's a little wear off.
Yeah, like
Mine
there's
too,
a
from
few
the first.
pieces of the non-stick that is, you can see like the not the aluminum, well, yeah, the aluminum underneath.
Yeah.
Titanium?
The titanium, yes. That's what, yeah, underneath. But it's, I mean, it still works perfectly fine.
Send it back.
I will, but I'm just curious if they'll send me the new one or if they'll replace that
They'll
one.
replace that.
What's the best way
Okay.
to clean that?
So
Just
wait
regular
6
with
months
soap
and then send it
won't fill
back.
out for about like 2 to 3
Yeah,
years.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just put
Yeah.
water in mine and turn the stove on low and let it
Yep.
boil.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then let it cool off and then dump it out.
I don't, anybody else done
What
you pay to upgrade it?
Okay.
Oh, I might need 12 more bananas.
I was gonna say the same thing, but also, the thing that I show about at my party with my grill pan, because I use it almost every party that I have, is that while it's still hot, I literally just walk it over to the stove, the sink, and make sure you have hot water on, and literally just like putting it on the stove on low and letting it boil. Literally, I can just wipe it right out, and we have no problem.
Just make sure you tell them.
But yes, it has to be hot. Exactly. And I always do stress that I'm doing a hot pan under scalding hot water. But if you look at it, it's just literally, it's just going to wipe right away, and it does.
Because I never knew that putting a hot pan that it causes a chemical Yeah.
Yes.
I never knew that until I started.
Did you say the Pam?
No,
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 the-
that if you take a hot pan and run it under cold water, it causes a reaction that can ruin your pan.
And
Yeah.
also the chemicals and things like Pam cooking spray is what I talk about and why everyone needs a kitchen spritzer.
Okay, so you should take and use a piece of cookware to every party, just like you should take and use a rock wrap at every party. If you're working to get better sales, more bookings, and more people on your team, that's going to be the key to doing that. I encourage everybody to use and talk about a grill pan. So I can talk about the grill pan the way I would at a party, but we also wanted to talk a little bit about if you have the older style grill pan, how can you still take that one and then do a good job of selling this one, because that's what's in the catalog. So the great thing is Pampered Chef invest time, energy, money, all kinds of stuff into making our catalogs awesome. Even if you don't own all the products, you can still sell the ones that you don't have. So I would make sure everybody's looking at the catalog, what on the page that the new grill pan is, as you talk, if you're taking an older one especially, and then talk about what the upgrades are. So what's the first upgrade?
It's dishwasher safe.
Dishwasher safe. Now, a thing to note, because some people may care, this is going to discolor if it goes through the dishwasher, so it's not going to stay shiny and pretty. What's the next upgrade?
The handles.
Handles, yeah. Now, one thing, because I missed this the first time I watched the video, and I'm going to pass this on, you guys can take it on and off, is the handles cannot go in the oven now. So make sure that you stress that, because with the old one, it can, so you don't want that to be confusing for people. So we can pass this around. You guys can check it out.
Does everybody know how to slide it on and off?
It can go on an induction cooktop.
There's no rivets
Can?
either.
I think only the stainless can. Let me double check that.
No, that's what this is for. It should be able to go because it can magnetize to the induction part of the
I
cooktop.
was actually hoping to see that, and I thought that wasn't. So let me look. I'm not sure on that one.
It doesn't look as deep as the old one.
Yes, there's still.
Yes,
some
'cause I got one of
that
those.
No, it
yeah.
doesn't.
The old one does not have the helper handle either.
Yeah,
No,
that's a
it
good
does
point.
not.
The
Didn't
helper.
think of that yet.
Yeah, this front one, the
Yeah.
helper handle,
The old one
it doesn't. It's just flat across the front.
Yeah, but
There's
that
no-
thing's gonna be hot. You're not gonna grab that.
They use one
That's
of the
why I use a
microwave
micro
things.
gripper.
Or un-
Hello.
There's no rivets on that either.
Yes, that's
Good, okay.
and the metal utensils and the dishwasher.
So it says cookware may be used on a glass or ceramic cooktop, electric coil, or gas burner ranges. Do not use on induction
Oh, well, I apologize. I lied.
Don't
He
trust
was
that.
I'm a big
The
fibber.
new stainless can. I think if
Okay.
we tip that up, they
Oh, they're looking at
Oh.
the page.
yeah, they're just they're like, I want
Is that better?
Yeah.
That's not
It's a little bit lighter too.
Mhm.
That's another thing. It's a little bit lighter than the old one.
And it's
that's not as deep as the
No,
old one
it's
Oh,
either,
no,
is it?
it is. Yeah. It's,
the double one is cheaper because it's on sale for this.
Well, they figured that out. Now I know why they kept saying. They're trying to figure out. where it came
Probably.
Well, you don't really need it to be that deep anyways. You're not gonna be grilling 2-inch pieces of chicken. Yeah.
Well, my paninis are 6 inches tall.
Not once you put
Anything
the top
else?
on them.
Anything else that you want to make sure that you cover, if you're, especially if you're bringing an older piece of cookware to top off a new
With the handle not going in the oven, you can use it to put it in and take it out.
one?
Instead of
Right.
having to get the oven.
And the storage factor.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if you have a small kitchen, that fits in your cabinet way better.
Up a
Yes.
little higher.
A little higher.
With this off. And I also think that if you lose your handle, they all work with each other.
Yeah, they're interchangeable.
Can you see me putting this on and off? So you squeeze, push in, and lift up.
It's called a two-step.
And it's better to smack your friends.
It's a better weapon.
You need cast iron for that.
Yeah. It's shiny.
I know.
That
It
the
is shiny,
titanium or
That it's whatever they've done to make it dishwasher safe and safe.
What is that? It's FPOA 3 or something like. What is
Yes.
that? Yeah.
um
Yes, I like.
PFOA. There you go.
Somebody shared. There's a document.
There is, I was reading it.
About-
And it was when it first came out, when they first came out, but that it was comparing all the stuff compared to the old cookware to this one, and stuff like that. And so it is whatever the PO